Good morning, friends. This is Tracy Brown. I hope you're having a really great day. This is going to be a super fast video because I'm going to hop off today and go do some family fun stuff. Couple appointments, but that's about it. It's pretty low key, and I plan it that way. And so I'm wondering from you, what are your clients asking for? And oftentimes we, kind of have in our mind what we have done with our business for a long time, and we kind of stick with what works. And maybe if we're having low periods, we just kind of chalk it up to, that's just kind of the way it is. And sometimes that's really true. I mean, everything's going to have ebbs and flows. That's part of it. But I'm wondering if there is something that you're ever feeling like there's this big theme that people, it seems like you get these major themes. Like for me, the themes that I mostly get from people that come to me are more about really, really wanting reassurance that everything's going to be okay. And it's not something that we often have direct answers for, right? Because we can't make promises to anybody about what's going to happen to their weight, what's going to happen with their health, if they choose to recover and just go the distance with as long as it takes for their lives to feel as stable as possible. But I think there's something we can do. And I'm going to talk about here in a second, like what else our clients are asking for. And I'm going to share with you in a minute why I asked that question of you all, because it's really more of a prompt for you to think about what's next for you in your business. So when I did the survey last week, I'll come back to the reassurance thing in a second. Is that last week when I asked about what would you like out of this group? What would you like from me? And the overwhelming two things that people ask me for, which is you, is more work somatically and kind of like up-leveling your business. So up-leveling could mean I'm just starting from scratch, or it could be I've been doing this for 30 years and I'm ready to spice it up, or have some systems in place where I'm not like just constantly on the treadmill myself. And if you haven't watched my somatic, it's like a 40-minute kind of training. I could put that here if you're interested, but the treadmill is what I call what our clients go through, or maybe even what we go through in our business and marketing and efforts, where we're kind of doing the things we know how to do, but it's feeling a little stale, or it's not feeling as effective anymore. And that's what our clients are going through, which is why they reach out to us. And so if you're going through that personally, I want you to be thinking about, like, what would you like to see happen in your practice? Like, maybe you can't make that shift today, but something you'd like to see happen for 2020 is, gosh, I'd like to have Fridays off and just let it all go, take more time for myself, have a more leisurely morning. I like to work less evenings. I like to have some groups running that are consistent. Whatever it is your desire is, this is now that time to be thinking about what I like to see happen. I'm in that mode this week. One of the reasons I decided to see less clients this week is to have some time to think about the next iteration of what I want my practice and my business to look like. And there's going to be things I totally keep that I love, and there's going to be some things that really aren't there's not things that going are badly, but there's some things I feel like I could provide better care for. And that's going to mean a shift in how I do my sessions a bit and how I do my pricing a bit. And that's going to be a change. And I can feel it in my system. I'm a little like, And so therefore I'm going to work with some people and talk with some people to get reassurance about my fears about making all that happen. And so if that's something you need from me, please message me. We'll talk about it. But how this goes back to your clients is, my clients often ask me for reassurance. And they never always directly ask me, like, Tracy, I'm not going to gain weight, am I? Because I think they know better that that's something I can't promise, but it's their fear. I think what people want to know is that, am I going to be okay if I make these changes? Am I going to be safe? Am I going to be lovable? Am I going to be wanted? And those are things that our clients are asking us. If they're not asking us, saying it directly, they're saying it through, like, when they have a nourishment barrier, which is, as soon as I get more support in place, or as soon as things start going good, there's a part of me that's like puts the brakes on and then runs away. That's a nourishment barrier. And what your clients are asking for there is it really safe to take in this care? And if you know their history well, you'll know that they do have a history of like the source of nourishment. Like literally who gave them food was also somebody who offered them, there was also some rejection or pain offered up with that nourishment, and it's hard to want to take that in. It's like there's a part in our system is going to feel like, don't take it in. I know what I want. And this happened directly from actually some client work I've been doing with a person, and this could be lots of people over the years. It's not just one person, but there's just like they've gotten to the place where I know what I want to eat. I even know how to get it, and I'll even go to the store and buy it. But when it comes to it in my house, it just sits in the fridge and sits on the counter, and I don't take it in. So in that case, a client would be asking me for, I don't know how to grasp and ingest this. And our job is to help them have experiences where they literally can do that. So your client is really asking me for, is your care, am I sure I can take in what you have to offer? And so so this is one question you could answer back is, how would you know that me being here right now with you and for you is safe? What indications do you have right now that this is okay? And so I hope this little video helped you. And I kind of made it like metaphorical through a client experience for you to literally work with your clients. But I also want to think about for yourself. If you're feeling like there's some things you want out there with your business, your practice, and you even know where it is, but you're not letting yourself grab it and take it in. And that's where people tell me about like, things are too much, or I don't have time for it, or whatever. And those are some of the same things you're going to hear in like your discovery clarity calls that you need to know how to work through. But it's even for yourself. If you know that there's something, I'm really sure this is going to help me. And it could be as simple as, I know that it will help me and my preventing burnout if I take Fridays off and keep a boundary of no sessions or clients. Or that I turn off my phone by 5 p.m. and that's it, unless it's an emergency. Or whatever it is that you're struggling with, allowing yourself to have the nourishment you need for your growth. Be curious about what that is. I would love to hear comments below. Please share with me what is your stuckness and struggle. And I would like to help you coach. I'm going to keep my eye on this thread here all day for anybody who wants to discuss that out loud. And then I'll be happy to give you back some feedback about that. So thank you all for watching live. You came and showed up live. For those of you watching the replay, please tag me so I know that you saw this. We'll leave an emoji that they're like, oh, I saw this and this was right on. Or if there's more, then I would love to hear about that too. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.